Good day, everybody. Hi, welcome to our Kangen Disputers Weekly meeting. This is Sam Sia here from Kuala Lumpur. All right. So, okay. Now, I'd like to quickly just share with you guys on how I got introduced to the Kangen machine. All right. It was exactly about 12 years ago that I actually met a stranger in the lift lobby. All right. And this stranger, we became acquaintance. And about perhaps 2 years after that, I got a call from him. He's from another country in neighboring Singapore, next to Malaysia. And he told me about a friend of his who's coming into Kuala Lumpur and invited me to take a look at a new product which was going to be launched in Malaysia. And that was how I was introduced to the Kangen machine, because I met a stranger in the lift lobby. And I'm so grateful that I was there that day at the lift lobby, because if I wasn't there, and if he wasn't there, I wouldn't be doing this Kangen business today. So that person is our special guest today, our guest disputer. And let's give a big welcome to Bernard Chan 6A4-5. Bernard Chan, Bernard, are you? Yeah, you already
yes,
welcome.
I'm here. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Thanks. That was it's quite surreal, isn't it, Sam? Quite surreal, and it's been a lovely 10.5 years journey, isn't it? Yeah. Hi everyone. I have today will be a bit different. Okay, today I won't be saying how to do the business. I was broke and now I'm succeeding, and of course we have a lot of this. A lot of wonderful testimonials on the business people succeeding. But today, that's not my purpose. I only have about an hour, so I will shorten everything. But I want to get the key points across. So I trust everyone is well today. Welcome back, Peter, to this weekly meeting again. Yeah, I was very encouraged. Testimonials always gives me back that excitement to do this business. I sometimes have to pinch myself that I hear testimonials and this is part of the team, and I had a small part to do with that testimonial, so it's very humbling. Yeah, so thank you for all the share. Really appreciate, including Connie and Victor and all that. Yeah. Now, okay, today I'm coming from a totally different angle. Okay, now I just want to talk about trends. TRENDS. Okay, trends. Now, first of all, let's talk about Energic. Okay, Energic, where this is including Ukon numbers, and it's rough numbers. When Sam and myself started the business in 2011, the first quarter of 2011, company for first 2 year plus, thereabouts, was languishing at 4,000 plus units a month. I remember one of Sam's downline, Gary, asked me, hey, how come this good product, this wonderful, amazing product, 37-year-old company? Now, Sam, you remember the days when we used to quote 37-year-old company? And gosh, time flies, and today is 47 years. So Gary will ask, why this wonderful, super amazing product, already 37-year-old company, how come the sales are only 4,000 plus? And I told Gary, I don't know, but the opportunity is there. Let's grab it. Okay, so yeah, so and finally, after about 2 years, the company broke past 5,000 units. And that was a mental barrier for the company and the distributors, and it shot to 8,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000. And then it stayed at 7,000+, 8,000 plus units. And then from there, it stayed there for quite a while. I don't know how long. And yeah, there was once or twice the company broke through 10,000 because of some sales campaign. Now, I don't call those Those are a shot in the arm, okay? And the company shot past 10,000 units after a few more years, and it went straight to 12,000. It was a mental barrier. 12,000, 13,000, 12,000, 13,000. And up to before coronavirus, it was around that number. And as some of you may know, since coronavirus, people became a lot more open to extra income, second income. Also new phenomena where meetings are now all over the world through Zoom, ushered into our living rooms. That is a major phenomenon. And the numbers are now 15,000, 17,000. Okay, so I see a certain trend in Enagic. The company has its strengths, has its weakness, but listen, guys, in spite of its weaknesses that I sometimes give in complaining. Familiar? Have we complained before? Yeah. In spite of that, the numbers keeps going up. Am I guaranteeing that it will continue to go up? No, I don't. But trends seem to point towards the company breaking 20,000 in sometime in the future, maybe 25, but the trends seem to point in a certain direction. So if the last 10 years is not a strong indicator of what potentially may come in the next 10 years, I don't know what is. Number one. Next, I just want to talk about global trends, not just Enagic. Okay, allow me to share some pictures. Photos. Can you all see this picture, everyone? Sam, can you see this picture?
It's not coming up yet.
Oh, let me reshare. Sometimes unshare and share again. Now, can you guys see this picture?
Yes, now we can.
Okay, guys, listen to what I'm trying to say. I'll bring it home later, okay? Eastern 1900, 5th Avenue, New York City. Spot the automobile. Every single carriage here is pulled by a horse, except one. The one circle, one. That's the one that is a car, that is an engine. The rest are horses. Now, 13 years later, also Easter, every single one is powered by a car, engine, except one horse there. Let's go 1913, New York, another different street. Everyone cars, and except one, another street in New York, another part of 5th Avenue, powered by one horse. Buses started coming about. Ladies and gentlemen, the main means of transport got wiped out in 13 years. That's called trends. Let me point you, let us point us some more trends. Okay. Can you remember there was this, anyone recall this term called Dynatech? Thank you for that comment. Yeah. Anyone remember this term called Dynatech? Anyone? Okay. Can you remember the first mobile phone by Motorola? The one where we can crack the crab shell. Can you remember? The very tough one. That is called Dynatech. And then after that one, it came out Microtech, the flip phone by Motorola. Then from Motorola, then came Nokia, the main brand, and then Ericsson. And Ericsson had to be called Sony Ericsson. Now, listen to this trend. Listen to the numbers. 2007. Let me see the numbers. Nokia cornered 49.4% of all mobile phones in the world. That's 50%. 2007. And then one gentleman stood on stage in 2007 and spoke about this new contraption called the iPhone. Steve Jobs, iPhone 1. Nothing happened after that. Nokia in 2008 had 43.7%, about 44%. Hardly a dent. Then in 2009, hardly a dent, 41.1%. Oh, 2010, it was 34%. Traction for the iPhones and the likes of iPhones started happening. I stress, beginning, you don't take notice of trends. The numbers are not that forthcoming. 2013, Nokia had 3.2%. Did you hear what I said? So let me show you the power of the S-curve. Hang on, Safari. Let me see, where is it? Yeah, there it is. Let me try to get into screen share. Oh gosh, what's happening? Can you all see this? Sam, can you see this? Can someone speak up?
Yes, we can.
Okay,
We can.
guys, look. This is what I call S-curve adoption that usually happens. Here are the early
没有，
adopters.
我要去尿尿先。我去尿尿去冲凉先，下来再做。
Oh, 你要冲凉哦。Okay, now look at the early adopters. There is hardly any noticeable difference. Could we in Energic, the fortunate people now, be here looking at 4,000 plus to breakthrough to 5,000, breakthrough past 5,000 to 7,000 plus 8,000? All this took 10 years to go to 17,000, 16,000. Could we be here? Will this happen? I don't know. I don't guarantee. But my question is, if it happens, are you poised for that? If it happens, / when it happens, are you then having 2 or 3 fishing rods, your team of 3, 5, 10 people? Or are you having a net, a team of builders that is ready to capitalize on this? Okay, where was I? Let me unshare. I hope so far it's a very different meeting, but I just want to put the urgency there to build a team, to build a net before that happens. Before that happens, I will make my case later. Okay, so then after Nokia, before iPhone, concurrently there was this technology called Palm One. Can you guys remember Palm One? Then there was, after that, BlackBerry, and remember there was this thing called O2. Where are they now? They just got wiped up by the S-curve adoption of iPhones and the Androids. Between these two, all others died. Yeah, but notice the numbers, they were not that forthcoming beginning. They were small numbers, very deceiving. The increase is just like Energic's current increase. The trajectory is not going exponential. So will it go exponential? I think so. Okay, I think so, but I don't guarantee. Hey, you had a Palm and a BlackBerry. Oh yes, when I knew you, I think you had a BlackBerry, Sam. You refused to change brands because you were comfortable with the consistency to keep your 10,000 phone number, Sam. Yeah. I remember.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and things adopt so fast. Now, yes, I remember HPPDA as well. Yeah. Okay, so trends. I just want to point out a few trends. I trust it's been interesting. I mean, we can always talk about other trends like Kodak film. We can talk about other trends like, who remembers Corona typewriter? I mean, nowadays the word Corona is quite common, right? Corona typewriter and Olivetti. Now, I don't care. Let's say Victor, you are the best salesperson here, but you are working against the trend. You sell typewriter. if you are very good salesperson, but you go against the trend, you will starve. But if you go with the trends, you don't have to be very good to succeed. So that's a good thing. Okay, so is there potential in the Energic market? Is there potential? Okay, I will have to make disclaimer because we are on Facebook Live. What I'm about to say pertaining to sicknesses and Kangen water, I am saying that Kangen water doesn't heal. It brings the body to homeostasis for the body. Homeostasis means to its optimum state, and the body does the healing itself. Okay, but Kangen water has certain features best to bring the body to homeostasis. Okay, with that as a disclaimer done, I did some studies. Okay, some research. Those who agree with me, type 1 to my next question. Does Kangen water help the body in its fight against diabetes very well? Type 1, please. We know it does phenomenally well. So let's study a few things, okay? I think it is this one. Okay, guys, listen. I'm going to blow it up a bit. Diabetes care, the market in 2019 was $70 billion and anticipated CAGR of 4.5%. Okay, CAGR is compound annual growth rate, 4.5% for all the way until 2025. So let's talk about this year. You just do a CAGR multiplication. This year should be, where is the figure? 76 billion. Okay, globally, diabetes is 76 billion. That is the potential. Okay, let's see what other things Kangen addresses too. Okay. Can I ask whether those who believe that Kangen water and the combination of the strong acidic water and the strong alkaline water, strong Kangen water combined, helps a lot with the body's fight in eczema and skin related problems? Type 2, please. This time is type 2. Okay, so let's see. This term is called total addressable market. Okay, earlier it was 76 billion in 2021. Thank you for the tools that are still coming. Now, let's talk about skin. In 2021, it is almost $12 billion. This is called total addressable market, or yeah. So the total now is 76 plus 12 trillion dollars just this year, and is growing at a CAGR of 13.313%. Okay, now I'd like to ask here, who enjoys elaborate? What do you want me to elaborate, Manoj? As I wait for you to reply, I'm going to go on to the next part because I'm short of time. Now, who down here enjoys noticeable in how it works, as in how the water helps with skin issues? Now that one you have, I got to take it offline. Sam, how do you want me to manage this part? Okay, I briefly mentioned. Number one, Kangen water is a very good detoxifier. Okay. Number two, the strong acidic water is official in its ability to kill microbial matter, the external side of the skin problems. Okay, so you put 2 and 2 together, very powerful. 11.5, it's a very good anti-inflammatory. So I hope I've answered, Manoj. But to move on, Now, who down here enjoy noticeable increase in energy after drinking Kangen water? Type 3, please. Okay, guys, you have validated that Kangen water works in these 3 areas. I've established the dollar aspect. Now, let's look at this. Energy drinks market. Now, is Red Bull a huge company? Is Monster a huge company? That tells you the potential of this market. And it says it's valued in 2018 at 53 billion. CAGR is 7.2%. Therefore, in 2021, it should be 65 billion. Now, I didn't screen share. Sorry, I didn't screen share this part. I apologize. I didn't screen share. How can I forget? I prepared all this to show you guys. There you go. It says here. So everyone, I checked on the figures. Okay, so guys, just on these 3 areas that you guys validated that are Energic Kangen machines can address to total addressable market. Part of it only. The total in 2021 is $150 billion total addressable market just on these 3 alone. Now, I'd like you guys to play a little game with me here. We know Kangen water has the ability to help the body repair itself and reverse many other health-related issues. If you agree, type 4. Okay, if you agree, please type 4. Okay, and therefore, I like to play a little game with what Kangen can address to the rest of the things without going into too much details. So far, I just addressed with 3 areas only. It's 150 billion this year. How many fold with the other aspects of health that Kangen can address to 150 billion? Can I say conservatively with the other aspects times 3 or 4? Very good. So yeah, 4. Okay, so 4 times 150 billion is 600 billion addressable market. Ladies and gentlemen, we know Kangen is the best to address some of these with no close competition. 600 billion. Now, that is only in the area of physicality. What else can Kangen address to? During this season, are a lot of people losing their jobs? Are their careers being affected? Today, there aren't many pilots that are needed compared to last time. Therefore, there aren't many flight stewardesses. Cruise ships, people working in cruise ships, they're affected. Restaurants are affected. Certain industries are affected. Therefore, people are far more open to second income. Retail sales is being affected drastically. And that has given rise to one industry that is rising. If you look at if you look at 2020 after coronavirus started, there has been a general flat line and suddenly, boom, something is happening. It jumped from 35 billion in US alone to $40 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is not a sign, I don't know what is. So there is another trend that Energic is addressing to. for 5,000 US dollars, 4,949.80 for the K8. We enjoy a global business. Now, this gives rise to the second product now. The second product in Energic, the first product is a machine that addresses to $600 billion total addressable market. Now, the second product, all over the world, with disruption all over the world, are people needing second income more and more? Yes. How much is that total addressable market there for a measly sum of a global business? 49.80, 5,000 US dollars for a global business. With most of the infrastructure of this business taken care by the company. All we need to do is to buy one machine. Can I say the 600 billion, we multiply by 2 for the other market? That's $1.2 trillion total addressable market. I'm sure you can go and find some more addressable market, the restaurant industry, the farming industry, the chicken egg farm, the industry, and it is so huge, this market, it is ridiculous. And you and I know Energic, in certain aspects, is the only one that can cover that well in certain markets. So ladies and gentlemen, the total addressable market in Energic is huge. Now, in whatever country you guys are in, can I ask, are sickness rates increasing or decreasing? I think most will agree that it's increasing. In other words, our market potential for our business out there is increasing. Now, are more and more people needing the security of a second income? Yes, that is also increasing. My question is, are we capitalizing on that? Okay, which the first part, that's all I want to share. Now, so what is the challenge so far in our business? When is the worst time to quit the Energic business? Those who quit the Energic business, they quit at the worst time most of the time. I was just chatting with Sam about this. You remember, Sam, our short conversation?
Yep.
Okay. Would you agree many people who quit, they quit as a 6A or 6A2 and they quit? Those of you who was long enough in the business that have seen those who quit, very often they quit as a 6A. Give me a thumbs up or give me a 5. Okay. Now, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why would a person want to quit at this time? In the words, Sam, I'm going to plagiarize one description from you. I think it's very succinct. The reason they quit, they have operated with lack of clarity of the vision and mission of the company. The mission of the company is true health to the world, body health, financial health, and peace of mind. You know who are the ones that quit? The ones that have been selling true health to the world, body health, and some more body health. Yeah, it's stupid to quit at 6A, but why? Let's analyze why, Victor. Let's analyze. Because they have been selling One Health. Nothing wrong with selling One Health, but it is terrible to sell One Health only. Let me elaborate what I mean. We only have a standard pool of contacts. Yeah, occasionally I get to know someone in the elevator and his name is Sam Sia. Yeah, occasionally we add one or two contacts. But by and large, our resource is that finite pool of contacts we have. We talk to them about Kangen. We earn good 8 points, 10, 20, 30,000 US dollars or ringgit, Malaysia, whatever. But their pool is shrinking. Yes, we are converting many people to using Kangen. Well done. But we did not sell the second health. And finally, when our contact base finished, and we are 6A or 6A2, and we have earned few $100,000. And this pool, because we didn't endeavor to show the clarity of true health. And this pool that not doing the business, we have no one else. We have no one else to find as customers. And then they quit. So, ladies and gentlemen, unless you're prolific with social media marketing, where numbers are not limited, by and large, the rest of us, our pool is fairly limited. And therefore, we must sell true health. What is true health? We need to be equally prolific in selling French fries and selling franchise. Okay, who's heard of Maurice and Richard? The brothers. Okay, they are the people that started a restaurant called Speedy. They are the McDonald's brothers. They refined the process of selling hamburgers, fast food chain. But they were selling French fries and burgers. Then one gentleman called Ray Kroc came along. He started selling franchise. We know where that took the company to. So am I saying we don't sell French fries? No. Am I saying we don't look for customers? No. Sam wanted me to share something. So can I go into it now, Sam?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So back to the most fundamental, the guy that created the slogan True Health to the World. The guy is also the same guy that created the Complan. Therefore, the Complan is created in alignment with True Health to the World, the three healths. Okay, so do we look for sick people? First, I said no. Okay, earlier Sam was saying when I approached him about Kangen water, actually, Sam, if you remember, I approached you whether you wanted, are you interested in an extra sideline? Can you remember, Sam?
Yep.
I wasn't looking for you as to be healthier. I was looking for you. I approached you as a secondary business that you may be interested or not.
Yes.
Yeah. So Sam is okay. So listen, guys. I am not against selling machines, but I am generally against selling leading by looking for unhealthy people. Okay, listen to this. What are the 5 core needs generally of everybody? Okay, number 1 core need will be health. Concerns. Number 2 will be healthcare cost. Number 3 will be retirement costs. Number 4 will be children's education. And number 5 will be day-to-day living, financially speaking. Generally, all other concerns fall under these 5. Now, if those who agree, please type 6. Lovely. Okay, validated by many of you. So, if 4 out of 5 core concerns out there are money related, let me elaborate. Healthcare concerns, healthcare cost concern, retirement cost concern, daily living cost concern, and children education cost concern. 4 out of 5 core concerns out there are money related. Why do we want to go the narrow path of that one? Why are we not approaching the main 80%, 4 out of 5? So let's do a semi role play. When I approach someone like Sam, if Sam has said, hold on, what did Sam say? I would like to add Okay, so let me finish this point first. Is that okay, Sam?
Sure, of course. Don't let me interrupt you.
Okay, so if I approach Sam that day from Singapore, after I got to know him, acquaintance, Sam, would you be interested in some, I can't remember the exact words, a new business, a sideline or whatever. And if Sam has said that, no, I'm busy with my family business, we are thriving, naturally, I will drop back down to say, Sam, then would you be interested in your busyness with your family business? Would you be interested to feel 10 years younger? Now, ladies and gentlemen, those who agree that if he's not interested in the business, I can drop back down to health or energy very smoothly. It looks very natural. Those who agree with me, please type 7. So I am for selling the machine, but generally speaking, I'm not for approaching for health first, because it is so easy to approach for health when the person is not interested in the business. Okay, I hope you're getting huge value here. When 4 out of 5, why in the world are we approaching with that one? Okay, I'd like to give an example before I hand over to, Sam wanted to comment. In Sam's team, there was this person who was stricken with stroke and wasn't walking with strength. Really, before Kangen was terrible, weak. Okay, and naturally, if you had known this person, what would your approach be? Hey, so and so, BC, same initials as me. Okay, hey, I've got this water that may help you with this, your condition, blah, 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 and all that. I think 2 people from Kangen approached him pertaining to his health. He didn't buy, he didn't partake of it. And then a person came along, approached him pertaining to making money, a business. And today he joined that person. Guess what was in the mind of this person who wasn't walking well? Now that I've been stricken with stroke, how am I going to survive financially? But anyway, listen to this. Even if after approaching, he's not interested in the business, again, hey, then would you be interested if I have something that can help you with your condition? Can you see it's very natural, ladies and gentlemen? But not the other way around. You're not interested in the product, you cannot broach the topic of the business anymore. Today, that guy is a 5A in Sam Seah's team. Gosh, maybe some of you are his downlines even. He's someone that I respect. He's just a lovely guy, But anyway.
Dash 4, he's a dash 4. He's not a 5A, he's a dash 4.
He's gone up to dash 5 already.
Oh.
Already a few months. Yes, he's gone up to dash 5 when Alfred went up to dash 4.
Oh, yeah. That's
Kenny went up to dash 3. Yeah. So, Sam, you wanted to comment something based on this point?
Yes. First of all, Bernard, I want to thank you for sharing. To open the conversation by using leading the question on with what do you call that? Sorry, leading
by business.
Leading by business, because, and then after that, falling back to the product in the event that they're not interested.
Yes,
that is very, very powerful. Okay, now I just want to add on to the 5 core needs of how did you phrase that? The 5
core concerns of most people.
All right. Okay. All right. The 5 core concerns of
most people.
I would like to add this. Okay. I want to make it very brief. I don't want to sort of steal your show. The thing is this: I'd like to ask all the people here. All right. Some of you may not have participated in what I'll be asking next. Okay. I want all of you to write it down. Okay. What are your 3 most important things in your life in 1-word answer? Right? Okay, listen here. Listen very carefully to this question. What are your 3 most important things in your life? In 1-word answer. 1 word, first word, second word, and third word. Can you all just type in, everybody you must participate in this because you could be getting massive value, right? Type in what are your 3 most important things in your life today in a 1-word answer. 1, 2, 3. Okay. No, Esther, type in 3 answers. What are your 3 most important things? Esther. Everybody participate. You'll be getting huge value. All right. Hey, that is one. I say 1-word answer, and I need 3 answers from everybody. Hey, you're just giving me 1 answer. You need to have 3 answers of 1 word each. Hey. All right. Everybody participate. If you don't participate, you will not be getting this value. This is for yourself. I urge all of you, come up and participate with these answers to my question. What are your 3 most important things in your life? Give me a 3-word answer. Everybody who has not participated, you must participate. Crack your head. What are your 3 most important things in your life? 3 words, 3 items, 1-word answer. Okay, now I want you to Sok Hyang, okay? You have put in health, family, happiness. I want to invite you to give your 4th most important thing. Kim Sok Hyang, what is your 4th most important thing in your life other than health, family, and happiness? Kim Sok Hyang, I need to hear from you. Right? Now, do you notice that if you go back to all the answers which has been there, shared, money. I think 90% of the answers here has money or wealth or income. Okay? Because it is so important, you cannot disregard that. All right? You find that money is important for each and everyone. If not all, at least 90% of the people has money or wealth or income stated that. And if money is not stated there in the first 3 answers, ask them what is the 4th most important thing. Money will come out. That's what I want to share. Over to you, Bernard.
Thank you for the exercise. That leads us to another problem. If we do tell people about a business, what will people think? Because I'm making money from the sale. Okay, listen to this. 2 angles I want to say. This is of utmost importance. The number 1 is those of us corporate work. When we go to work, why are we going to work? Because we love the work above all? No, we are going there for money, right? How come that one we have no problems to let people know we are going to work to earn money? As long as we are doing honorably, without cheating or lying, what's wrong with earning the money? Number 1. If we think, what will people think of me? Reason, people's opinions of you matters too much. My former pastor said something. We like to buy things to impress people who don't even care about us. I'm here to tell you, yourself, without stuff, without people's opinions, good or bad, you are complete already. So stay strong in that. Make sure, even if your intent is not to help the person, I'm talking about low level of doing kangen, but honestly done, just for the sake of earning money for yourself. Nothing wrong. But it is much better if you have also some altruistic purposes. It gives you the energy to take rejections. Your vision and your perspective is larger. You want to touch people's lives and all that, blah, blah, blah. Can I suggest something? Those of you who have desire to use Energic to touch people's lives, who have not hit a certain degree in Energic, start with yours. Nothing wrong. Yeah? Because it'd be very foolish if the oxygen mask in the plane comes down and I give to the little child first. So we need to be strong. Okay, so don't be afraid, because we are doing something good. And even if it's very non-altruistic purpose, just for us to earn money, if it's honestly done with no exaggeration, that's good enough. Okay, I hope I'm being frank enough. Yeah, so beginning for me, it wasn't to help other people. It was for my family's financial security. Yeah, And now, of course, it's grown. Okay, so now I'd like to add on one or two things, bring it home. Why do people quit S6A, etc.? Because their pool of natural contacts finished, their rate of finding one or two customers is not sustainable enough. And their team, none of them are doing the business and they got not enough overriding. Okay, I like us here who's been doing the business actively for more than 5 years. Those more than 5 years, please listen up. More than 5 years, this is how you assess the success of your business. 5 years and above. Take away what you'll be earning in the next 3 months from 8 point. Ignore that. Ignore that. What you are left with will give you the real reflection of how successful you have been, how clear you have been in the business. I'd like to mention the #1 distributor in the whole world in Energic, in my opinion. I interviewed him 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Thank you, Augustine. 5 years ago, his name is Romy Vadera. And I said, Romy, how many units have you been paid? How long have you been in the Kangen business? So he stated the month and the year. So I said that's slightly more than 10 years. Okay, slightly more than 10 years, which is where I am now and where Sam is. I say, how many units have you been paid on? He said 500,000 units. And guess what was the next question I asked him? How many direct sales have you done to be paid on 500,000 units? And he says about 50 units. That means he has been able to sell the franchise more than French fries. Better than that, yeah. So I think that's amazing. I remember Sam and myself, we were in, I don't know which country, I think it was in, that time Sam and myself, we were doing 2,000 plus units, maybe 3,000 units a month. Can you remember? Then I said, Sam, we need to meet Romy. We are already 8 years in the business and we are doing 2,000 plus units, 3,000 units a month. Then, so we took a cab to the hotel that Romy was staying to learn from Romy. Why? Romy, after 4 years, at the end of his 4th year, was doing a team number of 4,000 units a month after 4 years. Do we have something to learn from him? Yes. So, what I come to notice with all the top distributors, they don't seem to be fantastic at doing demo themselves. They are able to get the demo to people like Sam does. Fantastic, in different format. Anyone seen Sam doing demo? But yet demo is being done to a lot of people. Anyone seen Romy doing demo lately? But they have the ability to show the power of the product and the power of the business very well. So now boils down to the very fundamental, the guy that created this company, Mr. Oshiro. True health to the world. Body health, financial health, and peace of mind. That's a very large hint there. Big hint there. If that is his vision, after that he designed the comp plan. What do you think he designed the comp plan? So that that vision of tree health is fulfilled. Does it make sense, everyone? Okay, so listen to this. I say it officially now. I'm not against us selling machines. Because that machine sale is still money. Number two, that machine sale can be converted to be a business builder, because when the water talks to the body, very often they may become builder. I wasn't interested in the business. Sam came in because of the business. I came in because of the product. Yeah, but I knew there was a business. I was presented a business. So I rather we improve in our skill to show a clear perspective of the business, then improve the skill in the knowledge of the product. If we have to focus in the skill to show larger perspective of the business than the that as compared to more powerful aspect of the water. Of course, we want to do both. But if you have to do one, I'd rather you be more prolific to show the business. Understand what I'm saying? Now, Sam has a downline that I think at one time the group sales was 160 and his direct sales was 120 units. Something like that, right, Sam?
If you are talking about the same person, I think he
about there, I remember.
maybe even more direct sales than what you've mentioned.
So guys, there's no leverage there. There's no leverage. Only he is earning a lot of money. Only he earns a lot of money. Yeah. So so now if we are able to be more prolific to show the business, that will be fantastic. Your skill to show the franchise is more important. Now I'd like to ask.
Wait, sorry, go ahead. I just want to chip in later. Sorry,
Okay.
Go ahead, Bernard.
Now, Connie, do you know in McDonald's French fries, there are 3 vegetable oils that I will avoid? Did you know that? There are 3 vegetable oils that are not good in there. And I think apart from India, McDonald's French fries is not vegan friendly because it's got beef extract. But the point is we don't care. Nobody concentrates on these technical details. Look at McDonald's, how big. We don't look into the nitty. You understand what I'm saying? McDonald's makes a huge business out of nutritional disaster as foods. Another company, let me see. Listen, a friend of mine was just saying, I think was it Raymond Reyes here. Coca-Cola is $33 billion revenue. 33 billion. And it's poisonous. I mean, quote unquote poisonous. I'm on Facebook Live. It's acidic, it's got sugar. And you know, and sugar in certain clusters is termed as a poison, yeah? So 33 billion. So because they are good with exposing themselves, they are good with selling the business. So before I hand to Sam to mention that point, number one, trends of Energic is going a certain direction. Will it go into S-curve? I don't know, but the trends are still there. Okay, number one, what is the total addressable market of Energic? I've established that also. I've taken great pains. And combining 1 and 2, should Energic hit a S-curve, where are you? 2-3 fishing rods, or are you having a net? So over to you, Sam. Then I have one last point. That's all after that.
Okay, I just want to add to what you just you made mention of somebody who got a lot of direct sales and not many indirect sales. That is really tragic to me because this guy, he sells very well, but for some reason he doesn't sell the business. He can sell the product so well. All right, if you were to give him a rating from a scale from 1 to 10 on his effectiveness, his effectiveness in selling the machine, I'll give him at maybe 9.8. So, you know, his conversion rate is very high. The only thing he doesn't do is he doesn't sell the business. And I just can't imagine how much money he has lost. You know, it probably be measured, there'll be at least $1 million that he has lost by not learning on how to sell the business. Yes. So tragic, and he still doesn't realize it.
Okay.
You know?
Sam, I'd like to add on to what Sam is saying. Do you know why this guy doesn't realize? Because he doesn't have the clarity, because he doesn't attend events.
In a way, yes.
Yeah. Right. So it's all about clarity and perspective. These are 2 words, very succinct, that I learned from Sam to use. Yeah. Sorry, I plagiarized it, Sam. They're just too powerful not to use. Yeah.
Okay, back to you.
Okay, so which brings me to one point. That one point, it's all about, now you guys see the potential. It's a once in 3 lifetime kind of product / business. So guys, I rather you see yourself as businessman and businesswoman more than salesman and saleswomen. Don't be a salesperson in this industry. Be a business person. One of the best, yeah. I mean, Sam is amazing at this. I mean, I learned things like cost of customer acquisition. Guys, you don't get that from other leaders because this is unique outside of this industry. That said, I learned from Sam, who learned from Jeevan Sahadevan. Yeah, but in the end, I like to use the context of Singapore. I'm 55 years old. A lot of industries are being disrupted, and many 55-year-olds don't know how to earn money anymore. I found out some of my friends are driving taxis, and they come from good schools, very good schools, and they have been driving taxis for 2 years now. Okay, but hear this. In Singapore, some 50-year-olds don't know how to, they're lost. Their industries have been wiped out. However, if they have saved up 2 million Singapore dollars at 50 years old, do you know 2 million 50-year-old, they cannot retire? Did you hear what I just said? 2 million bucks cannot retire. And they will live very carefully financially. However, if they can build $8,000 per month passive income, about 100,000 Singapore dollars, let's say in this case through Enagic, passive income, that means there are downlines that are trained and know how to do the business until they become independent of you. Only 8,000. It's not a lot of money in Singapore, but essentially this guy is financially retired. Now, so I'd like to ask you, to save 2 million Singapore dollars or to create a passive income of $8,000 a month, which is still not easy. Okay, guys, I kid you not, it's not easy, but it potentially is worth it. Which is easier? I will say go for the passive income. Which would you rather have? To earn 2,580, how much is 8-point sale? 6-point sale, $2,580 in Singapore dollars. Or every month to get $300 of passive income. Okay, which one would I have? Which one would I like? I like to have both. But if I have to choose, I'd rather have the $300 a month, ladies and gentlemen. So, which boils down to one last point. Some of you have passed on some very good comments and encouragement to me. Thank you. Now, with some of the things that you catch, like example, to Dr. Vivek, I got so much things. Then last week was Hemant. You guys want to know what was the key thing I got from Hemant? Which leads to my next point. Approaching people for the business and make it into a daily habit. Daily habit, okay? Which preceding that must be accountability. I give you an example. Let me see, accountability. Where was I? How do I screen share? Screen share. Photos. Okay. Can you all see this?
Yes.
Okay, Sam likes in his wonderful EKVW, Sam, you like to boil down to activity more than results, because activity with clarity will lead to results. Am I right to say that, Sam?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I did clarify with clarity. Yeah, activity without clarity, like that salesperson that we spoke about, will not lead to fantastic results, right? Now, what I've done is I created a 20-point system, 100-point system. So, if I make a contact, it will be 2 points. If I call a prospect, it will be 4 points, blah, 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 blah. And attend non-local events, 16 points. That means if you have to fly overseas and all that. And if I do a partial demo, 6 points. If I share water, self-collect, if people come to my home, it's 5 points. If Share water, if I deliver, I give very little points. I don't like to 1 point and so on. Okay. Now listen. If based on this, full timers should be 80 to 100 points. Are people who are on AOMA minimum 120 to 150 points per week. Part timers 60 to 80 points, and any timers 0 to 60 points. Okay, this will be something to be accountable with your upline or your sideline that you choose to get together to say, these are the activities I want to do. I want to account. There is a black and white. We keep track of it. Now, we hear a lot of wonderful stuff during this weekly meeting that Sam puts together. I mean, they're really amazing. What have we done about it? Are we hoping, sometimes feel like calling, I hope to be 6A, I hope, and then when the going gets tough and I get rejection, hope goes out. Or I make a commitment to hit a certain quantum of activity. I do not sleep and rest until I hit that quantum of activity. Do we have that grit and commitment? Yes, measurable activities. These are called, most of them are income producing activities. Not all. Listen, when you attend an event like this is not an income producing activity. It gives you belief and skills, but don't be fooled by attending meetings alone. Okay, so accountability is the next thing. Accountability to yourself, and you find your upline or your upline to say, okay, I intend to do this, and I want to go into AOMA. Then you work out a chart, something like that. You can use it also. I can send, Sam, is it okay? I send to you then. Yeah. I
was going to request that.
Oh, it's really available for anybody in my team, outside of my team. You know, and feel free to modify, but I suggest don't modify too much. Have a certain consistency, meaning so that suddenly your cross line too much. Slightly less perfect, but consistent is important. Yeah. So that's basically my share today. Potential is huge, 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 just with the total addressable market and the S-curve adoption. Yeah. So now, Kangen, there is no health-related product in the whole world that is that effective, where every single person using it correctly will feel a tangible difference. Am I right to say that? Type 8 if you agree. As compared, A or 8, yeah. As compared to supplements, however good the supplement, not everyone will feel a tangible effect. Why? Our product is a 70% of the body, whereas the other products work with 30% only. I'm not saying they're lousy. I take a lot of supplements myself, including Wukon. Okay, you guys won't believe how many Wukons I'm taking. My family finishes 4 boxes of Wukon. No, 3 boxes of Wukon a month. Yeah. And now where was I? What was my last point?
Wukon?
No, and because Kangen, there is no health-related product that works to this degree simply because it's a 70%. Listen, even with a lousy compensation plan, don't you think we should be earning $1 million a year? Plus the fact that we are having an amazing comp plan. If we are not, can I humbly suggest that we have been doing it wrongly, not working hard enough, or a combination of these two? No other explanation. I'm sorry, that is the hard fact. It's either we have not been working hard enough, we have been operating with wrong information, not clear enough, or both. Yeah. Okay, one of the things I like to add, which is not part of my point today, which is of utmost importance, and this is a disease in the business. And Sam, if you agree, you validate later. Then I'll hand over to you. Don't listen to the wrong people. Let me elaborate what I mean. Those who want to learn how to climb Mount Everest, please don't engage Michael Phelps to teach you how to climb Mount Everest. Yeah, but he's so successful. He has 23 Olympic goals, no? As a swimmer. Now, very often, I start doing this business. Let's say, Victor, you are new. You start doing this business. You listen to your friend who is a successful businessman. Successful, yeah? Successful. And he says, Victor, don't waste your time. This business cannot do. How can the water be so good? You see, our mindset is because he's successful, but not in the relevant field. We believe him because he has a certain degree of success. So listen. So if Victor falls into the trap that this business cannot be done, then Victor, you are right. For you. If you hang around the 6 A's that have been doing wrongly and about to quit, they say cannot do, Energic is too late. And you believe, you are 100% right. For you. But if you hang around with Sam Seah that says it's only the beginning, and this guy from Singapore and talk only, and he says it's only the beginning, the trends are happening, and you believe, you are also right. Understand what I'm saying? So who you hang out with, important. Don't follow the advice of a person who is successful but not in the relevant field. So I hand over to you, Sam. Yeah, I've ended.
All right. Thank you, Bernard. Let's all give a big hand to Bernard. Bernard, if I may, I would like to just add on a few points to what you've just shared. Okay. Yeah. Just now there's a comment by Galaxy. Galaxy, we didn't really get a news, so I address you as Galaxy. Yes, you are absolutely right. A lot of people cannot afford this machine in India. In fact, not only in India, a lot of people around the world cannot afford this machine. But having said that, but there is still a market for Kangen machines. Let me just give you a simple analogy. Not a lot of people, okay, in India, not everybody can afford to buy a car. Okay. But there is a market for cars. I'm talking about the four-wheelers, cars, automobiles. Okay. And how about the Mercedes-Benz and the BMWs? People can't even afford to buy a car. Don't even bother to talk about the Mercedes and the Mercedes-Benz. But there is still a market. There is still a market for such cars, even though it is so expensive. So it is also for the Kangen machines. All right. Bernard, you miss out on talking about the Cambodia story that Gary Gunn shared. Now, when Gary Gunn first went to Cambodia, he did a demo for his Cambodian team. After the demo, everybody was so excited with the product. Then when Gary mentioned the price, asked who's interested in buying a machine, no one put up their hand. And then when he went to talk about the second part of his presentation, when he spoke about franchises, McDonald's, KFC, and here we have a franchise opportunity which only costs not $500,000 US, which only costs $4,000 US, and you can sell this machine to anyone in the world. And not only that, you can even sell the franchise, all right, to anyone in the world for only $4,000. And he asked the crowd, who is interested to buy the machine? A lot of hands came up. I felt that was such a powerful story. Okay, and okay, I believe that different folks, different strokes. So for some people, selling the business will appeal to them. For some people, selling the business will appeal to them. I'm talking about your potential, your customers. All right. There's no right, there's no wrong. All right. But if Bernard Chan had asked me, Sam, I got a nice product to show to you. Instead of I got a business opportunity, I want you to take a look at. I wouldn't be interested to look at the product. That's for me. Okay. But people like Sudesh Malik in India, he bought the machine because he liked the product, not the business. He wasn't doing the business initially, but he went on to become, just like Bernard Chan. He bought the product for the product, not to do the business initially, but he went on to do the business. All right. I think, okay, the other thing that I would like to add is this. I think for many of us distributors, all right, sometimes we face a bit of challenge, roadblocks along the way, and we sort of like, we get disheartened with our results. I think what we all need to do is to improve our conversion ratios in our what do you call perspective, in our confidence, in talking to people, in actually the biggest challenge in all of us is in ourselves, right? The objections is actually in our head rather than in the customer's head. The objection is actually within ourselves. So that is the constraint that many of us has. And if you want to be better with your commissions, what you need to do is to improve yourselves. All right, which brings us to a very important event which is coming up in December, in about a month's time from now. All right, which is the GoPro by Eric Worre. It is such an important event. All right, Bernard, if you could just maybe spend 1 or 2 minutes to elaborate on this event.
Sure. Okay, now who wants to recruit someone like Sam Seah? I'm surprised hardly anybody putting up hands or whatever. Okay, me, Sam. Okay, guys, to find leaders like Sam, you have to become one in your attitude and your belief. So spend more time to develop yourself and you will attract people like Sam. Okay, now, Sam, I'm going to deviate something that I forgot to mention. Half a minute only to 1 minute. Is that okay?
Sure, go on.
Guys, listen. I'm going to say this with a lot of pain in my heart, and I believe it will pain Sam as well. Now, do you know you guys have in your direct downline, another Sam Seah, another Bernard Chan, and so on in your direct downline. But why they have not flourished or started doing the business is because the perspective given to them, their eyes were not open. And that is so painful to me. Many of you guys have people that potential bigger than Sam and so on. But their perspective, their eyes were not open. So think about that. Our ability to show the perspective is important. Okay, so now with that in mind, the event will get our perspective, will increase our perspective. Plus, it is able to show the perspective of this industry that pays $200 million a day in commission. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, at the ground level, it may look like a cheap business. It pays $200 million a day in commission. And the ability to bring that perspective across to your current downlines who are not that active yet, and your prospects, no other place better than Eric Worre's GoPro. So I urge you, every iota of your energy, get as many people to attend. Yeah. Sam, one of these days, maybe you might want to ask the gentleman we spoke about with the same initials as me to teach us how he invites so many people.
Yep.
I mean, that is... Yeah, so now the price that is going for is $197 US. Many of us leaders, we have bought up extra so that our team members will have the chance till today to buy at the lowest price. So please speak with your leaders. Now, I guarantee you, all of you who's attending will end up regretting. Why? In my opinion, it's one of the best 3 days. And the regret is, I should have invited some more people. I should have made another 2 calls a day just to invite people, blah, 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 blah. It's always the same thing, people telling me. Yeah, so it's a must. If you're interested to hit some stratospheric numbers in Enagic, it's a must. We are learning from the industry's best. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, attending events is so important. All right. Eric Worre says, what was this? Eric Worre's last skill for Bernard? I'll leave that to you.
he says the most important skill is inviting skill, implying attending major events is a must. It's non-negotiable, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I have to close my window. Okay, non-negotiable. So every single one of you here, 112 people outside apart from me, all of you must attend Eric Worre night, whatever your upline is, your leader is giving you the ticket, the price, okay? Non-negotiable. Why? Because perspective and clarity will come that we, however good we are, without the event cannot bring it across enough.
Yes, and the very important thing is this: don't come alone. You cannot afford to go alone for this event. You have to bring your people, your prospects, your team members to attend this event with you. And what I'm suggesting is this, all right? Now, this will be done on the Zoom. So don't watch it alone. Maybe, you must get a few of your teammates together, watch it together, because it's going to be at our time in Malaysia, it'll be starting from around midnight time. So it is so important that you're mentioning about Bryce Chow. Bryce Chow just packs people into events like the Essential Kangen Workshop. So guys, it is such an important event. Just like this event, you guys are here. You guys are here today for this event, listening to Bernard Chan to hear your insights. Now, who here, can I ask, who here has gotten value just from today's meeting? Can you just type in a number 8? All right. Who here, you're so glad that you are here today, right? Yeah. So the same thing with those people who be attending GoPro. You'll be so glad, you'll be so grateful that you attended. All right. And you just have to get yourself there. And okay, I'm gonna again share the link, the contact for those people who want to get the tickets at $99 and $97. You can contact Michelle Chan. Okay. Right now, Bernard, since you're still here, I just want to add on to what you just said. I think selling the business is one thing. Okay. I think for many of us, like myself, I'm good in selling the business, but I'm not so good in selling the product. It is also equally important for people who are good in selling the business to also develop your skills at selling the product. It is so important.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. So, okay, Bernard, thank you so much for being here with us. Let's all give Bernard a big hand. All right. And I'm now going to allow everybody to what they call, you can unmute yourselves. Hi there, Raymond Rees and Yanni.
Hello, Sam. Hello, Bernard.
Hi.
Guys, can you turn on your camera? We're going to take a screenshot photo. All right. Okay, are you ready, guys? Turn on your video camera and give your big smile. At the count of 3, everybody say Kangen. 1, 2,
Kangen.
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 All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
Mr.
So with that,
Thank you, Mr. Sam.
all right, then
Thank you, all of you.
we're going to say bye now and have a good week ahead.
Thank
Okay. Cheers with Kangen water. Cheers.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
care,
you,
guys.
guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard.
Welcome, Sam. My
Thank
pleasure.
you,
Thanks.
Bernard. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Bernard.
thank
Thank
you.
you, Sam.
Pleasure.
See you there. Hi there. Jensen.